Oh, these period dice.
All right. Who's playing tonight? Let's start with Chris. No, let's start with Violent Siren.
Bass drop.
Hi, I'm Eric, and today I'll be playing Jewelpod Burkhold, and he's a Dragonborn sorcerer.
Chris. Oh, I forgot. I didn't even check to see if Chris was done with Culvers yet. I think Chris said he's playing Smalk Folder.
Yeah, I think it did say that.
Yeah, I'm just looking for my other headset real quick.
Irene.
I am playing Kyrene. She's a halfling monk.
And Robin.
I am playing Ronib of Glass Castle Aeromancer, and she is a goblin alchemist.
Apparently, my dogs are barking at the neighbors. Again.
You don't need neighbors.
Nah. Oh,
They're
man.
asserting dominance.
Yes, they always are. They try to, at least.
It is probably late morning, about noontime, probably at the Dolby Inn, and you guys were gonna go. You were gonna go on a vacation, and you'd heard about this. You know, this person who is willing to let you stay at his place out in the boonies, and you're just gonna get away from a while. You guys have been in Torrington a long time, and it's time to just take it easy. So I think that you probably are gonna meet at the Dolby Inn, and who wants to jump in?
I guess I will.
Okay. Are you hanging out at the bar like always, like everybody always does?
Yep, of course.
All right. Can I get any food, any drink for you while you wait? Maybe some lunch.
I'll do lunch and a mead, please.
He starts getting your things ready, and you see there's a few people in the they're all there for lunch, but he says to you, "Where was it you're going?"
Out to the boonies?
I hope you have a good time. Me myself, I don't get out very much.
Yeah, you should try sometime.
I wish I could. You know, the wilderness is usually where I belong, but then I got hired on here, and I enjoy the people, so I've stuck around.
Okay. Well, it's good to get away now and then.
Yeah. I wish I could go with you. Maybe another time, perhaps.
Perhaps. I thought you were going to say that I can't. I am rooted to the ground.
He gives you your lunch and he gives you your drink, your mead, and then he says, "I hope that you don't encounter any problems out there. I've heard stories north of here that where people encountered bandits and things, but I'm sure you'll be fine."
It's something I can't handle. I fought a dragon before. It'll be fine.
Dragon.
You know.
Speaking of fighting dragons, Jewelpod Burkhold will walk in all of his majestic silver dragonborn glory.
I can't remember if you know each other. I can't remember if Chef Rupert knows you.
Well, it's the first time I've brought this character, so we'll say yes.
Jewelpod? You played him last time.
No, I played Jewelpod Zip Zop.
Oh,
This is
my mistake. I don't know how I got that mixed up.
this is a brand new Jewelpod.
God damn it.
It's great. You can just swap them out.
Give me his last name then. Again.
Burkhold.
I'm sorry. One more time.
Burkhold.
Oh my god.
Jewelpod Zip Zop is the electric dragonborn. Jewelpod Burkhold is the icy dragon.
That's like what my 11-year-old sister would have named her cat. Like she'd have like a stuffed penguin or something and name it Burkhold. All right. Hello, good sir. Do you come for a drink?
Oh, I'll take a drink. I believe that we are meeting here. Yes, Kyrene?
Yes. Yes, we are.
We'll say
Excellent.
We'll say there was a poster that was posted that was like looking for fellow campers, and you guys met up, and so he's gonna start getting you your stuff and say, "You much of a camping man yourself?"
I look down at the, like, pinstripe slacks and vest that I'm wearing and... No, but I, thought it might be a nice change of pace. You know, really experienced in age.
Oh, you're gonna be so useful out there.
Nature is a wonderful place. It's my favorite place to be. Well, when I'm not working here. Would you like to try a butt stuffing special?
Will we have time to finish a meal before we leave? If so, yeah, you know what? Pull one up for me. Why not?
He gets the fucking
I'll
juice.
take another mead.
So, I think that you guys see a person come in with a pocketed vest and like a boonie hat, and he's got like fishing lures in the brim of it, like a fishing hook stuck in the brim of it, and he's got a walking staff, and he's got like high boots, and he comes in and he's skinny and he's got his pants hiked way up, and he goes, "Well, how do everybody? Y'all ready for camping?"
Kyrene kind of grunts inwardly about this guy already.
Yes, you must be Lester. Is that correct?
That's right. I'm the one who posted the poster on the Dolby poster board. And Rupert's gonna turn around and go, "Ah, Lester, same as usual." And he's like, "Yeah, I'll take that." And We're waiting for a couple more people, I think. I remember I got notified there was about 4 of us.
About that time, Ronib, like, comes busting in the door, and she's covered in soot, and her hair is all blown back. Like, maybe one of her, alchemical experiments has gone wrong. And she's, like, brushing the soot off of her and, like, wiping her face. She's like, I need a drink.
Of course. Are you all right? You look a little blown up.
Oh no, it happens all the time.
Hey, doggy. You look like you could use a jump in the river. Well, that'll be perfect for where we're going, 'cause there'll be a river there. I remember it from when I was a kid and used to go down there and swim in the water hole.
Great.
All right. Well,
At this point, a redheaded dude comes in and is this where we meet for the thing? The going out in the woods?
That's right.
Oh my god, I want to kill this guy. Oh dear god.
What do you want to kill me for? I just got here.
No, not you.
All right. Well, as soon as y'all finish your lunch and your drinks, we'll be off. We got about a 2-hour trip ahead of us, so we're gonna want to get a move on. Y'all bring your bags and everything. You guys ready for some nature?
Yep.
Of course.
Excellent. Well, I see that Kim wants me to die too. I don't know how she's listening in. I don't see her in the chat. Oh, she's
she
watching
on-
the stream.
stream.
You're streaming it.
I forgot that we were on the internet.
By the way, I tried to jump in like 5 times and I didn't realize that my headset's mute was on.
That feels bad.
Yeah. One of the times I literally tried to poach Brian's character after he described like the guy with all the fishing equipment and stuff, and before he started talking, I was gonna jump in like, "Hi, I'm Smockful."
So, you guys want to do anything in town before you head out?
Probably get some bait for my fishing tackle.
Okay. You can probably, yeah, you'll have time to swing by the market. It's just down the road, so as soon as you guys are ready, he's gonna say, you know, I got a wagon out front. We can all carpool together, and it's a big un.
What's a car?
Well, we're gonna wagon pool.
Maybe he meant cart.
Cart pool.
Cartpool?
Cartpool.
That's some new superhero?
He breaks the fourth wall a lot. Listen, I hope y'all got some good clothes for trekking in the tall weeds, because that's where we're going. There's like lots of tall grass, and I don't know, maybe there could be snakes. I ain't seen a lot out there, but it's the dead of summer, so it's a possibility.
Are loafers good for that? Because that's all I brought.
Well,
Oh no.
then it's a good thing I have some anti-poison spells, but I'm sure we'll be fine. Anyway.
I'm barefoot.
Oh, well. Might
Yeah,
want to stay in the cart till we get there.
I'm glad I wore my most expendable clothing to this.
All right. Well, as soon as everybody's ready, I'll be out front. Just gonna head out to the cart.
I had a thing.
I would like to purchase a propane grill to bring with me.
Will there be propane accessories?
I hope
Love
so.
it.
That's up to Brian.
We'll say that you lug this thing to the cart, and he goes, "Oh, well." I guess we could throw that on top. Normally, I'm kind of a survivalist. I do things the wilderness way, the way nature intended. But yeah, I guess we can put that on top.
Yeah, trust me, this is the way that nature intended animals to be cooked up.
Oh, all right. He's gonna help you heave ho
It's
it.
like 4,700 BTUs or something like that.
Run-Up just stands there, and she's holding a little glass vial. And she's like,
You know, all you need is a little alchemist fire.
Yeah, might wanna stand back while you do your alchemy, I suppose. And I lock my hat and my hair where it's at. I hate you, Eric.
I love him. Right.
So the wagon pulls out, and you guys left during close to the heat of the day, and it's a 2-hour drive. You guys are headed north. It's gonna be when you went to the farm that one time. It's kind of that same road, except you're gonna veer to the right. So it's like north and then east into this kind of wooded area up by these 2 little hills at the top. And that's your destination. You're probably at the you're probably around the halfway point when you guys come across kind of some farmland, and you guys smell this really rank stench in the air that's really like animal heavy, and you see kind of a corral up ahead of you on the road, and he goes, "Hoo-wee! I remember this from my travels. Might want to hold
Oh
your breath
boy,
on
that's
this one."
ripe.
Yeah. Well, they slaughter a lot of animals at that place. It's a operation.
Did you just say it's a boy?
No,
Congratulations.
Boy!
It smells like home.
oh man, mind me never to go to your family reunion.
I don't have a family.
They make a lot of good meats there, though. I've had, I've been to the market when they were at the farmers market selling some of their meat that they process, and it's good stuff. But boy, the process it's not for the weak stomachs.
Oh, we should pick some up from a grill. So we could have like a full-on barbecue out there.
Fair enough. You guys swing in, and everybody there talks like he does. They're all just real, not rednecks, real hillbillies. And he,
Real salt of the earth.
you guys find some sausage links and some burger patties and some steaks and some porks, and they have a surprising number of types of animals there, but mostly cows.
Well, I don't know that we need any of this. We can catch our own food once we're out there. Isn't that right, Lawrence?
Yeah, I like the way this guy thinks. And he fiddles with the brim of his hat and kind of pokes his finger on one of the hooks and goes, "Ow. Yeah, I enjoy getting my own food, but boy, those sausages do look good." He's gonna buy a few. His name is Lester. Didn't you name him? He's you bastard.
Yeah, but I wasn't paying attention to it.
His name is Lester Brimwater.
I go up to the shopkeep and I'm like, I'll take all the bacon and the eggs that you have. Now I'm gonna stop you right there. I think you may have heard that I would just want a lot of bacon and eggs. I assure you, what I said was I want all the bacon and eggs you have.
The guy looks at you kind of bewildered, and then he goes off into the back, and You guys wait in the cart for like 15 minutes, and then and, they bring out baskets and baskets and baskets of eggs and like a whole bunch of packages of bacon. And the Lester's like, "You sure about this? You know, we can. We're not going to be gone for very long."
You can never be too certain.
They start piling it up in the back, and you guys head off down the road. You guys are on the road for only about half an hour past this meat slaughtering place when suddenly you see somebody a silhouette up on the road, and he goes, "Hey, that looks like a hitchhiker to you, fellas. Wonder if we should give him a ride."
Can I do an insight check?
Yeah. Anything particular you're looking for?
See if this hitchhiker isn't murderer. Sorry. 18.
You don't necessarily get the feeling that he's a murderer, but you can see him a little more clear as you get close, and there's something odd about him. He's got long strands of hair coming off his head. Look, it looks kind of greasy, and he's got this kind of red mark on his face, and he's got, as you get even closer, you can see he's got these kind of horsey-looking teeth, and he's very skinny, and his clothes are pretty ragged.
We should
Does he
100%
have a
pick
towel?
this man up.
There's no time.
I do not agree. We should keep going.
Worst case scenario, we can always use more meat on the trip.
He doesn't have any meat.
You know,
He has a point.
it's pretty hot out here. He could just dehydrate in this heat if he has a long way to go.
Well,
Jerky's
I have always
nice.
been a fan of jerky.
You cut out.
I was just gonna say, I have always been a fan of jerky.
Metz has a point. We could just press to digitize him.
Maybe
And make
it's-
him clean.
Maybe it's me that's cutting out. Yeah, you could press to digitize him. He pulls over, and this guy, the door opens, and this guy gets in, and you guys are all hit with that similar kind of smell that you had back at the butcher's place. And this guy sits in the very back, and he's just staring at you all, and he's kind of grinning awkwardly with his big old teeth. How do, sir? Now that you see him up close, he's kind of grosser than you even thought. Like, he's got this weird birthmark on his face, is like this big red streak down his face, and then he's got kind of a necklace with an animal pouch on it, and his clothes are all just kind of tattered rags, and he's just grinning at you, and then he goes, I'm going back to my house. Wonder if you guys could drop me off. I'm glad you picked me up.
What are you doing all the way out here?
Oh. I was just out hunting, and I kind of got off the trail.
Mm-hmm.
You ever been camping?
We're not taking him camping with us.
He grins at you and he goes, "Well, I keep pretty busy. We got a lot to do back at the home."
Well, you sound like you could use a vacation. You should just come with us.
Okay, we're not taking
We're
this
going
dude
camping.
with us.
I just
rather
bought
not
a lot
get-
of eggs and bacon, and I got a grill, and yeah,
Do any of you?
we got plenty of room, don't we?
What do you guys have for weapons?
I have a fist.
Okay.
I have a a staff, and some hammers.
I also have a quarterstaff, a dart, and 2 spears.
I have a whip, a dagger, and a short bow.
Is your dagger sheathed somewhere apparent, or is it like a boot knife, or what is it?
It's the sheath is in my hat. It's kind of like how the fishing lures are in Leslie's hat, but mine's just right up there.
He is staring at it constantly, like he cannot take his eyes off this thing, and you can see him just staring up at your forehead.
Oh, you look like a guy that recognizes like fine quality craftsmanship. Here, take a look at this. And take it out and hand it to him.
God damn it! We're all gonna die because of your stupidity.
His eyes get wide, and he looks from one of you to the other, and he's just grinning ear to ear, and then he's just looking at this knife and kind of turning it over in his hand, and then he holds up his bare hand and he takes the knife and he just runs it right through his palm and starts leaking blood out, and then he goes,
Oh man! Oh,
How far away is
Oh
he
my
from the
God.
entrance of the cart?
how
Is he,
far?
like, right?
How far away is what?
Is he like right at the entrance of the cart, like into the out back?
So the cart is kind of the opening of the cart's kind of on the side, and he's in the back seat, basically staring at you guys from the back.
Yeah, I want to kick him out of the cart so bad.
You would have to do a pulling motion and really like pull him out, but he hands the knife back to you, Smalk, and then he kind of looks at the blood on his hand, and then he goes, "Oh, and he reaches into his little animal pouch around his neck, and he pulls out a piece of paper and he starts drawing on it real quick. And he does this for a few minutes, and then he hands you a really crude, ugly sketch of you, Smalk. And he grins and he goes,
well, isn't that nice? If you were wondering if it was sharp, I could have just told you it is Damascus steel. It's real nice that they fold it around and then while they make it. Maybe not do that again.
I told you that's why I shouldn't have picked him up. I told you. And you decided to invite him.
He hasn't attacked us or anything.
If you bleed around the campsite, you're probably going to attract bears. So
he goes,
excellent, good bait.
No,
I missed
God.
some of that because I think I was the one cutting out, but he's gonna say, okay, that'll be 5 gold. And he reaches his hand out to you.
To me? Oh, sorry, partner. Here, you can have that drawing back. It wasn't. We didn't agree on some sort of contractual trade here.
He takes it, and he looks kind of deflated, and
I mean, it's lovely though. Don't let me take that away from you. I just I'm not really the art buying type. I'm the kind of guy that just buys a lot of bacon and eggs in a grill, and doesn't have the DM charge me for any of it.
Okay, he's gonna take it, and he's gonna he takes out a kind of a tin foil from his animal pouch and sets it down, and then he puts the drawing on there, and then he takes out a powder and he sprinkles it on, and then he lights a match and sets fire to this whole thing, and it's just erupting in flames right in front of you in the middle of this wagon.
Oh, see? And he knows how to start a fire. A valuable addition to our camping trip.
Yeah, I'm at.
Smalk, you need to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
I have an alchemy jug. I can totally pour fresh water on it. 8 whole gallons of water.
Yeah, you can douse it if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna pour all 8 gallons of water on it. or 1 gallon, because
Okay.
we might need more water.
You said it was dexterity?
You successfully doused this thing. What'd you get, Smalk?
I'm good at that. So 6 plus 9, or 9 plus 6. 9 on the die and then 6 to save.
I don't know why I can hear you from my
15.
laptop, but I can't hear you from my PC.
Oh, that's weird.
So what'd you get?
9 plus 6, so a 15.
Okay. So this guy reaches into his boot and he pulls out kind of a shaving razor and he goes immediately for your arm and tries to slice a good slice in your arm, but I think that you rolled well enough to pull away.
And I'm like, whoa, shit, keep him away from the grill.
Why are you worried about the grill? He just tried to set the cart on fire.
And when he does this, his smile changes to just a maniacal expression as he tries to gouge your arm with this knife, and then he goes for the door to get out of the cart.
Can I kick him out of the door?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, I boot him in the ass.
You
out of the door.
absolutely, you absolutely can, and you see him as you guys are. You never even stopped. You just keep moving, and he kind of staggers as he hits the ground, and then he kind of rears up and kicks the side of this wagon as you're going, and slaps it with his hand and smears blood across the side of it. And then you guys leave him in your dust as you continue down the trail.
I lean out the window.
Hit him
I'm like,
with an
we were
alchemist
nice
fire
to
on the way
you.
out?
Yeah, you can totally do that. Right out the window.
Fuck yeah, man. I don't like this motherfucker. He's crazy.
Whose idea was it to pick up the guy in the first place?
Yeah,
I don't know,
I don't
but I'm
know,
the only
but
one allowed to be crazy here.
I'm sorry about that. I did not. I had no idea. He looked so friendly and nice and normal.
He did not at all. Sorry, Greg.
Yeah, Lester, what's wrong with you? That was really bad judgment on your part.
Spalk, you weren't helping.
I think I did this right. Hey, I got a 22 to hit him with an alchemist fire.
Jamothan Crumbleton.
Were you sounding that out or writing it down?
I'm writing it down.
Okay. Just making
No,
sure.
I can totally sounding it out.
That is super duper a hit. What's the damage?
Let's see. 1d4 fire damage at the start of each turn, and it can end this damage by using an action to make a DC 10 dexterity check. So
Like a stop, drop, and roll?
he's gonna take 2 damage, I guess.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm sad that wasn't better.
I throw a spear at him too.
But I
Somehow.
mean,
You guys are
If
pretty
he-
far away by this point.
Nah.
if he fails a DC 10 dexterity check, he's just gonna stand there and burn.
Let's see. Oh. What is he? Oh, DC.
God damn it.
Oh my god.
It took me 3 to roll, so I'm going to give him 6 damage.
Okay.
Okay. You guys carry on until the mid to late afternoon until you finally arrive at your destination, and it's this very large old house, but it's out in the middle of the wilderness, so it doesn't look lived in. There's vines growing up the walls and stuff, but there's just, you guys are out in Mother Nature, and he pulls up and he goes, "Well, here we are, out in the middle of nowhere. You don't have the sound of carts or people, and the stars are gonna be bright at night."
We're all gonna die, aren't we?
Well,
After he says the stars are going to be bright at night, I do the deep in the heart of Texas.
Oh, I want to retcon a little bit, because on the way you did find a little shop too, because The heat of the day out here is surprisingly hot, right in the mid of the summer, and he's gonna get a hankering. He's gonna say, "Well, I could go for some fuel up on some water and some maybe a little whiskey, if you know what I'm saying." And he's gonna swing by this little rundown place. Hope you don't mind.
I have some gallons of fresh water available for all of us.
Yeah, I think I might like something a little more alcoholic than that.
Well, you should have said something.
I like to stay hydrated with my alcohol.
Does the store have any wine supply?
For sure. Yeah, they're
Excellent.
hillbillies. They like their alcohol. This guy comes out of the store, and he does not look a whole lot better than the guy you met along the road. He's got some rough-looking horsey teeth and some long hair, and he's kind of greasy, and his clothes are a bit ragged. But he comes up. He looks a little bit more socially savvy, and he says, "How do, everybody? You guys, what are y'all doing out here so far?" He can tell by your clothes that you don't normally live out here.
We're going camping, good man.
Oh, camping. Well, all right. Well, you're welcome to anything in the store except for except for them there. He nods.
Except for what? Where?
He nods.
What's of them there?
What? Yeah, what's it?
Kyrene, your character's a girl, right?
Yes.
So he and Ronim's a girl, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, he nods to the girls and he says, "Well, I reckon you could buy something for them, but they're not allowed in the shop."
I'm sorry?
"I'm sorry, it's our policy." He's gonna go inside. Yeah, you better not mind. They have a different way of living out here. They don't take too kindly to women.
God damn, I want to kill him too.
We are getting low
pal.
on meat.
Yeah,
You know,
we
pal,
are.
I just gotta ask you something.
Yeah, what's that?
You know, do you have any bacon and eggs?
We're not getting more bacon and eggs. We have enough.
He comes back out. It's a little screen door looking thing. He comes back out and he goes, "Hold on, did you say bacon and eggs?"
Oh, Jesus.
Yes,
Aye.
I'd like all of them.
"Well, sonny, you're in for a good time." He goes around the back and he just comes out after a while with tons of bacon and eggs, and he starts loading up the back again. He goes, "Ooh, doggy, you got some back here already. You just want me to add these to the bunch?"
Yeah. Did I stutter?
Such a waste of food.
Ronib is gonna go stand uncomfortably close to this guy and pick her teeth with her dagger.
What'd you say? Sorry, you cut out.
I did.
Well, for me, on my end.
Ronib is gonna go stand uncomfortably close to him and just pick her teeth with her dagger.
Oh, Kyrene's gonna go on the other side with a spear and do it too.
Okay. Every time he's carrying this baskets of eggs and this packages of bacon, every time that he walks by you girls, he gives you a dirty look.
I trip him.
Oh, dude, you took my idea.
Let me do a dexterity saving throw real quick.
Do I need to roll too?
No, it's all right. You definitely got him, but he stumbles and staggers, and he manages to stay upright so none of the eggs break.
Oh, thank God.
So you guys are all loaded up, and Lester's got his drinks, and he goes, "Well, guess it's time to hit the road. Thank you for your service." And the guy looks at him and looks at the guys in the group, and he goes, "Y'all are welcome." And then he looks at specifically at the girls and goes,
I trip him. I'm also gonna spend a key point and sling strike him with it. Because he's a dick.
That's a 16. He does not fall flat on his face, but
It doesn't get stunned either. He beat my DC.
Okay.
Actually, can you make a con saving throw?
Yeah, sure. It's a 2, so
Yeah, he's stunned.
okay. Yeah, let's say as you're pulling out, you do this to him, and he's just frozen there. What does it look like?
He's just frozen in place, pretty much.
Okay. I don't think anyone else is gonna really notice then.
What an odd fellow. Well, onwards and upwards, as they say.
Colleen's snickering to herself about it.
You pull up to this previously described building, and he gets out and he says, "I guess we could start unloading our stuff and moving it inside. If y'all want to head down to that swimming hole, it's just you see those 2 shacks over there. That's kind of where they'd store the farming equipment. You just follow the trail between those 2, and it'll take you to the watering hole."
I'm gonna start wheeling my my grill out that way.
Towards the watering hole?
Yep.
Okay. Is anyone going with Smulk?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab my fishing pole and follow behind him.
Okay.
Ronib is going to be sure she's the last person to walk away, and she's gonna spit on his feet like a big, gross, meaty loogie.
On Lester's?
The guy that was like staring her down.
Oh, you left him at the shop. He's not with you guys.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure how far we went because I thought he was still walking over and like loading stuff onto our cart.
It was probably another 10-15 minutes out of the way from his shop that you found this building.
Oh,
So,
okay, that's far.
yep, he's just a stop along the way. So this Lester's gonna start unloading bags and all the stupid eggs and bacon, trying to get them in the shade so they don't roast in the sun. That's gonna keep him busy for a while. So small. So let's see. We've got the. I need to know what is Ronib doing and what is Jewel Pod gonna do.
Ronib's probably gonna go set up a campfire.
Okay. Kind of out front, you think?
Yeah, probably. She's not a fan of that grill thing.
Okay. So I think he's gonna wheel the grill out to the watering hole. So are you building your campfire near the main building?
Not very close.
Okay.
Sort of out where we can all sit around it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, I want it to make sense. I don't want to catch anything on fire. So I'm gonna, kind of clearing out, set a couple logs maybe, or just rocks to sit on around it, and start building the campfire.
Okay. I'm gonna close down some of my programs to see if that helps my keep from cutting out. And it's a good thing that you cleared stuff because there's a lot of dry brush around here, and it would be easy to set everything on fire. What do you want to do, Jewel Pod?
I'm gonna go with Falk and Kyrene to try and fish.
Okay. Close this. And close this. Alright. So, Smolk, you're leading the way, wheeling this thing along down the trail, and eventually you get to a hole for sure, but not much in the way of water. It's pretty dried up. You can see that there used to be water because the ground is kind of like that cracked-looking clay, but other than that, it's just a downslope of weeds.
Oh, well, this looks like it'll be fun.
And by this
Yeah.
point, I would imagine that you guys are all pretty sweating and stuff because the sun is just beating down on you, and it's starting. You can see it's starting to descend in the sky, so it's probably got another hour or two before it's on the horizon.
Man, that water looks great.
Yeah, if we all wring out our clothes like into that middle area, maybe we might have just enough water to. I mean, well, it's probably not going to work, but Might as well try.
I mean, I do have that 7 gallons of water.
Yeah, pour it on in.
Wouldn't it, like, go seep into the dirt, though?
I don't know. I've never been camping before.
You can, I don't know, you can try whatever you want to do.
I'm gonna pour a little bit to check. See what happens.
Let me see here. High or low?
Let's go high.
Yeah, it seeps into the dirt.
Okay.
It's like,
Yeah,
this dirt is so dry, it just absorbs the water like it hadn't had a drink in ages.
Well, now that that's watered, perhaps we can plant a few eggs and grow some chicken.
No, wait. I got an idea, and I
Do you
fire up
not
the grill
understand?
and
Hang on. Do you not understand how animals work?
Of course I do. Who said I didn't?
I did, because you're dumb. That's not how animals work.
Look, we used to grow chickens back up at the castle all the time, probably.
Probably.
Wow, you're... Go away.
I fire up the grill and cook up the first batch of bacon. And after it's done, I'm going to offer it up as a sacrifice to the spirit of the lake.
Okay.
Oh, great spirit of the lake! I give you this offering of this bacon bounty, and in return, would you please fill with water for us to enjoy on our camping expedition that we came out here a long way to enjoy. And then I just throw the bunch of bacon into the middle of the dirt there.
Oh, this one smells so bad.
The three of you should roll perceptions.
Okay.
Ooh.
17.
Okay.
I got a 21.
Wow. Big rolls.
I got an 11.
It's so big.
You said it was perception.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot you. Wait. Who said that?
Ronib.
What?
You are. Ronib, you're not rolling perception. You're not with them.
Oh,
You're making a
you
fire.
said everybody. That's why I
Oh.
was.
I said the three of you.
Ugh.
Look.
Look, she's a goblin. She can't count.
Smulk and Kyrene.
Oh.
The water hole does not fill up, but as he's doing this, once he's thrown the bacon on there, you guys do hear the sound of running water, and it's coming from over the ledge of this dry hole on the opposite side. Like, so you guys came from the big house to the watering hole, and then on the opposite side of this watering hole you hear the sound of running water.
Oh, do you hear that? It's working.
It's not river
Quick,
like.
we need to make more bacon.
It's less like
No.
a river and more like a stream.
I'm gonna go investigate.
Okay. As you clear this hill, you can see over the kind of your vision crests this hill, and you can see popping up over the horizon is a windmill. This place is probably, I don't know, 100 yards away, 200 yards, 150 yards away maybe.
Is there anything blocking the water from going to the hole?
Well, you can't see the water, you can just hear it, and as you get higher into out of this hole, you can see the windmill is right next to an old farmhouse, and it looks like the farmhouse must have some sort of irrigation or something going on.
What you see over there?
There's a farmhouse and a windmill. Looks like the farmhouse has an irrigation system going.
Oh, cool. I'll come check it out with you. And I start to wheel the grill with me.
Leave the grill, please. We don't need
Not
it
on
with
your
her.
life. It's a rental.
Why do
I'm
you think
sure-
it's so annoyed? You said there's an irritation system?
I just have to make sure to get my deposit back on this.
Are you gonna go with Jewel Pod?
Sure, I'll follow along.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Then while you guys do that, you make your trek to the house. I'm gonna jump over to Ronib. You should roll, I think, a survival check to see how you do on this fire. If you're still with us. She's muted. You know you're muted, right?
Yeah, I was typing.
Okay.
I was gonna say, don't pull a Chris.
No, I have a really loud keyboard. Let's see.
Oof.
You tried.
How good are you in general at survival? I'm not talking numbers. I'm talking backstory. Like, do you live in the wilderness? Have you been around this kind of stuff before?
So when I built her literally off of the name and a stupid idea that I had. She literally threw a rock in a glass castle and was exiled from her family.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. You lived in a glass castle. Okay, yeah. So maybe you're not super familiar with the wilderness and survival. So you start putting this wood together, and eventually Lester comes out as he's still unloading bacon and eggs, and he sees you struggling. He goes, "Yeah, I could help you with that if you need."
What do you want in return?
Oh, nothing. Well, I mean, can I sit by the fire when you're done? That'd be enough for me, I think.
Yes.
All right, we have a deal. And he's gonna go over and start setting the wood so that the fire goes up the wood, and he's gonna have logs at the bottom, and he's gonna try and do this right. And pretty soon you get a fire going, and then it's gonna take a little bit time to catch on and start blazing. But he's gonna say, "Wonder how those others are doing at the watering hole. I'm kind of wondering if maybe I should go check on them. Hey, you think you'd be all right here by yourself? It's about to get dark soon."
It should be okay.
All right. I'm going to finish unloading this bacon and eggs, and then I might go pop down to that watering hole, see how they're doing. So you guys get to the farmhouse, and I think we'll roll perceptions again. And then this perception will kind of carry through the exploration of this farmhouse.
I got a 13.
I got a 3.
15.
Okay. Once again, Eric is... All right. When you guys go up to this farmhouse, you see they've got a lot of... It's very old looking. There's a lot of raggedy looking stuff, but they've got some grapes. They've got maybe some hops, like they've been brewing some stuff. And then as you get closer around the side, you're following the sound of this water, and you find a well with a pump, and it's siphoning out water, and you see it's got some garden crops down there that they're watering, and this whole thing is actually, it's pretty ingenuitive, and you think that maybe it would be hard to rig it to get it to the watering hole, but you could certainly find ways to fill canteens, buckets, things like that. But other than that, there's nobody around. This place looks a little deserted right now.
I'm gonna go knock on the front door.
Okay. As you make your way to the front door, there's a wooden porch, and as you step up, it's going creak, creak. I'm just doing this this Foley because I know that Tim likes it so much, and I hope that he listens back on this.
He's listening right now.
Yeah, he's listening right now.
Fuck you, Tim.
And,
guys are mean.
Turn his volume up on here, just in case. Do you want to jump in, Tim? You can be at the cart with Ronib, or are you just listening?
I mean, I was just listening, but I guess now that my cover is blown.
I don't see any reason why you couldn't have hung out with him, and you could just be with.
Oh no, dude. It's Lorne Lannig, so he can just show up places.
Perfect.
Let me roll my portent.
Fucking Lorne.
Oh no.
Hey.
15 and a 5. All right.
Nice.
We're working with some fun.
So, Kyrene, you go up to this door, and you can see inside this. Or no, the screen door is open, but the door is closed. But when you knock on it, it just creaks open by itself, and you can see inside.
I'm gonna call to the others. Guys, the door's open.
Excellent.
Okay, hold on a second.
Perhaps-
I need some help getting the grill up on the porch.
No, leave the grill there. Please.
I am not leaving this grill.
Okay, can you...
Perhaps they're expecting visitors. We should simply enter.
That's
Yeah, I
not
mean,
how
if
that
you're gonna-
works.
I 100% just walk in.
Oh my god, okay.
When you walk
How-
into this house, you enter through the door, and to the right is a staircase, kind of going parallel to the wall. So, you would be it's kind of like parallel at the direction you're facing, on the right. And then in front of you is another door down this little opening entryway, and it's open. It's through a threshold, and then you can see the wall behind the threshold is filled with taxidermy animals' heads. And then on the left, there's just some more rooms, like maybe a kitchen or something. You can't really see inside of them yet, but you can just see doors. So it's almost like when you first enter, it's a long, the entryway is a long hallway leading to this taxidermy room with a stair on the right and two doors on the left.
I want to bring the grill into the taxidermy room.
How about this? We can leave it on the porch.
Nope, I gotta take it in there.
Okay, I'm done arguing with you. Fine, do what you want.
Before I walk in too far, I call out and I'm like, "Hello, we are simple campers out in the woods. Is there anyone here? We're hoping to maybe grill a little. I'm sure we have enough to share."
You get no response.
Seems no one's home. We should loot this to see if there's anything valuable.
Oh my god, that's not... Okay.
As soon as the grill is in the taxidermy room, I light it up and I'm starting to cook another batch of bacon.
Okay. So this when you go, it's really weird. You go through the threshold of this doorway at the end of this hall, and the back wall of it's kind of like a T shape. So when you go in, there's a left and a right, and this back wall is what's filled with taxidermy. And then suddenly, from the left, this massive person appears out of a room, and he has a giant meat cleaver, and he's wearing this old wife beater looking shirt and kind of an apron, and he's got his face is covered by somebody else's face. Like it looks like
God damn it.
it looks like he cut someone's face off and stapled it to himself, and he goes, "Hurr!" and he's going to make an attack at you, Smolk.
Okay. Hulk smoke.
Smolk. That's an 18.
Oh, fuck.
It's a what?
That's an 18.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Excuse me,
Can I see
sir.
this?
That's 7 damage. You are back at the main house with Ronib, I think, is what we determined.
Okay.
7 damage.
All right, yeah, I take the hit and I'm like, wait, we're making you food here. I brought you this offering.
Yes, I don't think we need more meat.
He immediately slides the metal door closed, and you are in this hall with him.
All right,
And
well,
you're cut off from your two friends.
So,
Great.
I am going to I will take out the whip of life stealing,
Okay.
and I'm going to crack it at him.
Okay.
And so that's a 15 plus 6, so a 21.
Okay. Yeah, that's a successful hit.
All right. D4s are just the worst to try to pick up and roll. All right, and so that's 2 plus 3 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then at level 5, do I get a second attack? Let's see here.
Oh, that's creepy.
So does that mean you take that life from him? So now you get +5. Is that how that works?
No, it's only on crits that life steals. I don't see where it says I get a second attack yet, so I probably don't. Nope. Okay.
Okay.
And I'll use my bonus action to disengage.
Okay.
And I'll use my movement to like get to the other side of the room.
You're in the middle of a hallway, and he is blocking one side, so you just want to run to the other side of the hallway?
Sure.
Or there's this metal door that he slammed shut. You could try to open that too.
I mean, I thought we were in the taxidermy room.
So the taxidermy was on the back wall of this hallway.
Oh, I see.
The doorway goes in, and it's shaped kind of like a capital T, so you you have the option of left or right, and that whole wall of this hallway is covered in animals.
Oh, okay. So I get my movement to where it like runs out, and if that happens to be where I take one of the turns, I'll turn left.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. So I'm gonna jump over to Ronib and oh, I didn't write him down. Sorry, I forgot your. Oh, Lauren, that's right. Lauren, do you appear out of nowhere? Is that what you did?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
If you're gonna twist his arm about it.
No, but normally the way that it works is like he's hiding in a closet or something like that, and because he'll get a premonition and he doesn't exactly know how long it's going to take for it to come true. And so in order for it to be mysterious,
I don't know.
He's been on the underside of the
6
cart.
hours.
I don't know.
Oh, dude.
I don't know how long you've been listening, but your options are the cart. This guy Lester's been hauling all of Smalk's bacon and eggs to and from the cart to the big building. The building has a lot of empty rooms and stuff. There's any number of places to pop out.
Okay. I know what it is then. Because I have a cloak of disguise, I'm Lester. And I just fucking whip off the cape.
Okay. So it's you and Ronib out here. And you were Lester the whole time.
Oh my god.
So I'm so happy that you did that. Now it's your fault that you let the hitchhiker come into the cart.
God damn it.
You guys have a fire going pretty good, but it's already starting to get dark, and the others haven't come back yet.
Something tells me that they're just fine. And he'll sort of stare. What do you think, Ronib?
I think, where the fuck did you come from?
Well, you see, sometimes the spirits tell me that I'm going to be needed at a place. And I would imagine I'm here to protect your arteries from Smok's bacon.
Well, you see, I was just gonna eat the squirrel I put on a stick.
All right, well, that's low in fat content.
She takes a
So-
really big bite and then offers you some.
He'll eat a little bit.
Well, she's like 3 feet tall-ish, so she just kind of pats you on the hip and goes,
Good, it'll put hair on your chest.
Here, I'm gonna do something real quick.
While they're doing this, I think the three of you at the house, at the ranch house, should roll initiative.
All right. Oh, there's the low rolls.
All right.
owie.
9.
I can't say
22.
owie now without thinking of every time Brian sees something that looks like a phallus. And he's like, owie, my pee-pee.
Jewelpod Burkhold has a 17.
Oh, wow.
I can't think of Woo Wee without thinking of that goddamn fanfic now.
Oh, God.
What'd you get, Chris?
I got a 22.
Oh, damn.
I almost wrote something to add to it, but I changed my mind.
Okay. Lauren, what was that roll for?
Oh, I was gonna see if I was gonna stick with my premonition that they're fine, or if I was going to feel like they might be in danger, and I definitely think they're fine.
Okay. All right. Smolk, you just dashed away from this guy, and then we rolled initiative. So I think you're at the end of this hall, and you said you made the turn into the room.
Yep.
You find yourself in a room full of more taxidermy stuff. And there are bones everywhere, and this whole place is littered with feathers, and there's a cage hanging from the ceiling with a live chicken in it, and the whole place is pretty gruesome.
All right. So I am going to use my bonus action to hide in this room.
Okay.
And then I am going to hold my action until he enters the room, and then I'm going to strike from being hidden to get sneak attack on him.
Okay. And so that takes us to who is this? Jewelpod, I abbreviated. Jewelpod, it's your turn. All you saw was this guy just slam this metal door shut, cutting you off from him and Smolk, and so you guys are left in this entryway.
I turn to Kyrene and I go, Miss Kyrene, we have to go after them. The grill could be in danger. And I run over to the door and try and yank it open.
There's no handle to get a grip on it, but you can try sliding it. How about a strength?
Alright, can I help him?
It'll eat it into your initiative turn because you're next.
Okay. Okay.
It's up to you.
I'll wait.
Okay.
As a Dragonborn, can I try and use my claws to cut into it too?
Yeah, I think so.
Hooray! Strength. That's just straight strength. I don't have proficiency athletics anyway. 17.
I think that's enough. You're able to pull this door open, and this guy, Smalk is gone, but you see this guy just lumbering there, and he has at his side, he's got the big meat cleaver, and then you can see in his offhand, he's got this long chain that's hanging down to the ground, and then there's this 3-prong, just gnarly looking claw at the end of it.
Do I have... what do I have left for, like, actions? Action, bonus action, that sort of thing.
Let's see. I would say you can have a bonus. I think opening the door would have been your main action.
Bonus action. Then let me check the timing on this, but okay. I'm gonna use my sorcerer quicken spell to cast a spell as a bonus action.
Okay.
And I cast Melf's Minute Meteors. So I make 6 little meteors that float around me, and then right now 2 of them shoot out at him. And he has to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right.
2 of them, actually.
18, 17, 16. The first is 16. And the second is 9.
Okay. First, then he's going to take 3 damage from, and the second one he takes 11.
Oh, wow.
Pew pew!
Okay.
I'm sorry, sir, but that grill is ours. You can't have it.
He reels from this attack, and the meteors, you can tell that they've done damage to him, but they just kind of bounce off, and he hits the back wall, and some of these taxidermy heads fall off, and but he's still on his feet. Kyrene, what do you want to do?
How far away is he from me?
If you did not go towards the door, if you're just standing in the entryway, I would say 15 feet.
Okay. I'm going to run that 15 feet since I have a walk speed of 35. And I am going to do an arm strike at him.
Okay. It's going to be a little cramped in this hallway. What does your move do?
I could just move 35 feet.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. That's a 19 to hit.
That's a hit.
Cool. I'm going to use a key point to do Sling Strike on that. Let's see, he needs to make a con save of 13 words. D6.
That's a nat 1. So that's a 3.
He's stunned till my next turn and gets 11 damage.
Jeez.
I'm also going to do my second attack. Oh, that's nat 1, but I can re-roll that. That's a nat 20.
Yes, Punch him in the balls, Kyrene.
That's a hit.
That was the plan. All right. I think that 20 does hit. Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see. I'm gonna use a key point for a flurry of blows as well.
Okay.
So let me roll damage for that trying real fast.
As this is happening, just so you're aware, Ronib and Lorne, there is a cart approaching you on the road, and it's heading towards. It's not going towards you. It's kind of making its way past you towards this. Well, we know it as the farmhouse. I don't know if you guys know the farmhouse is out there, though. To you, it probably looks like it's headed towards the watering hole.
I can't see a farmhouse.
Nope, the farmhouse is, you go to the watering hole, it's just past the watering hole.
Okay. Can I see who's driving the cart?
Probably not as it's starting to get dark, but I'll let you guys mess with that in just a moment because I'm going to let Kyrene finish her turn.
Fine, I'll just blow it up. Buck 'em.
10
That sounds
damage?
like right. Yep. 8 to hit for one of the flurries.
Fuck, dude.
No, does it hit?
8 is a miss.
Okay.
That's a lot of attacks. Okay. Is that everything?
I got one more.
Okay.
Oh, they're both actually 11. My bad.
Both flurries?
Yeah.
Still a miss.
Okay. Now I'm done.
All right.
Only 5 more attacks.
Oh. I'm sorry. Because I have flurry of blows, I'm going to do a disengage action and back off like 10 feet.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm done.
You're still at the door, right, right, Jewel
Oh, yeah,
You open that
definitely.
door there. Okay. He's going to swing at you with his mallet. With a 5.
Does a 5 hit? Not quite.
Sure, I think it does.
It's close.
And then he's going to pick up this. He misses with that. He's swinging a miss, and then he's going to, like, sense up his chain, so he's just got the claw in his hand, and then he's going to take a swipe at you with the claw. Oops. Ah, dang it. With the 7.
7 also doesn't hit.
Not good.
Getting closer.
This guy's a big lumbery dude, so you easily dodge out of the way of his attacks. And then, yeah, Ronib and fucking Lauren, you see this wagon approaching, sort of approaching.
What sort of sorcery is this?
It looks like a wagon.
If you don't know, since you don't know the farmhouse is there, you would find it surprising that somebody would be traveling way, way out here. Roll histories real quick.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Oh, that's
Got a
intelligence.
+6
I have a
to that.
+3 in that. She's a smart cookie.
Hey,
Damn.
26. Crit.
B.
That's pretty good.
Someone cut that. I'm happy.
I was talking about his roll. Your pun was terrible.
know Fight me, Brian.
That's what D&D is for.
I'll just seduce any girl you find attractive.
And burn
Turn them gay.
Well, then you're going to have to seduce Tim's Snapchat girl. His alter ego.
I see how
She's
it
not
is.
into you, Brian.
What'd you get, Rona?
I got an 18. I rolled it in a different
Oh.
chat because that's where I was talking.
You both recognize this as it starts to get closer, and you can see it in the dim light. You both recognize it as the. It was at that kind of that. I don't want to say gas station. What would you call it with no gas? Like a rest stop or whatever, that convenience store.
Where they didn't like women.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go stand in front of it, level my crossbow at it.
Okay. It comes to a halt right in front of you, and the guy kind of sticks his head out the carriage window, and he goes, "Hey, what's going on?"
What are you doing here?
"I'm going home for the night. What are you doing here?"
Protecting my camp.
I wasn't going to attack your camp. I just want to get home. Hey, maybe you should, you guys, I see you got a fire going, but have you eaten yet? Maybe you guys should come over. Well, him anyway. I suppose I suppose you could come too if you're willing to eat outside. Yuck.
Jesus.
Oh God.
I'm going to walk closer and continue pointing my crossbow at him.
Okay.
What is your problem with us women?
Ain't necessarily got a problem as much as I just don't got no use for you. Also, I got a problem. I don't like you.
Do you think we have use for you?
Yeah, he starts tapping his chin. Yeah, maybe I do have a use for you, actually. You could set the table.
Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna spit in his face.
Okay. I'm not even gonna make you roll for it. You could just jump up on the wheel well and do that, and then he's gonna rub his face and go, "You just lost yourself some of our nice steaks." He's gonna kind of go to the passenger side of the bench and call out to Lorne. "Hey, you eating yet? You want to come out for some supper? Some din-din?"
Absolutely not, sir.
Oh no.
Your behavior has been atrocious.
All right, suit yourself. You're missing out on some good eating.
I'm going to sit next to him in
Okay.
the cart.
All right. All right, well, I guess your lady friend's coming. So, have fun by the fire by yourself.
My light crossbow is still leveled at him.
He doesn't seem to care too much. Like, he's just kind of completely disregarding you.
I know. That's the point.
Last chance, old man.
I'm not old. What are you talking about?
Well, you were when you came by the shop. I'm a little confused, to be honest.
Well, you see, sometimes it's important. Why don't you step on out? You're under arrest, sir.
Oh my God.
He kind of chuckles and then he yaws his horses and starts moving again. Not fast, just at a leisurely pace.
Leisurely, yeah.
Yeah, leisurely yaw, and he's gonna say, "You change your mind. Dinner's in about half an hour."
All right, Lauren
Can
is
you fully leisurely, yeah.
Yeah.
Lauren is going to run up and he's going to jump onto the side of the carriage and he's going to pull out his little thing that he uses for fake badges and whatnot, and he's going to minor illusion the Port Authority badge.
Okay.
And he's going to stick it into this guy's face and he's going to say, Pull over the vehicle immediately.
Hey, doggy. Can't do that, I'm afraid. I gotta get home. If I don't get my boys fed, they get mighty temperamental.
Fucking hell.
The problem is that you are under arrest.
Oh, damn it! Ronib. As he says, oh, damn it, you notice up ahead there's somebody in the road, like walking along the road, and you recognize it to be this ugly hitchhiker that you met along the way, and he's like, "What you doing out here, boy? Where you been all day?" And the boy looks at you and grins with his horsey teeth. And the guy is just completely ignoring the badge at this point.
Ronan,
She's gonna look at the boy and then look at the guy and be like,
Is that fucking thing yours?
Yeah, that's my boy. I don't know where he's been all day. The boy's gonna jump on the wheel well right next to you, Ronib, and he's gonna stick his face in and go, "Hey, Paul."
Ronan, I think that my intuition is telling me that we should follow these gentlemen back to their domicile.
Already on it, boss.
Something tells me that they might know what's going on with the missing.
Okay, I caught some of that, and I think that on the mention of domicile, we should jump back real quick and see how Smalk is doing. You're still waiting in this
All right.
room. The guy never showed up because he got in a tangle with the other two. So what do you want to do?
Like after my turn gets back to my new turn and shit like that, I kind of stand up and I'm like, fuck. And I sneakily kind of go to like where that turn was and then poke my head around the corner to see if I can see what's going on.
Okay. Yeah, you
You
see
want me
the.
to roll for that?
No, it's okay. You see this
Okay.
guy looming over Jewel Pod, and I think that you just caught the last swing of his giant claw on the end of this chain as Jewel Pod dodges out of the way, and now it's your turn to do something.
All right. So is one of them on the other side of this thing from me?
Hold on.
Yeah, I am. Because we're on opposite ends of the hallway, right? And he's in between us.
Yep.
All right. So in that case, I am going to
You're not. You're like in the middle of the hallway, and Chris is at one end of the hallway. So, but you're outside the door. So yeah, you can be opposite sides.
All right, cool. So yeah, in this case, how far away am I from it?
I don't know why I'm having such a hard time hearing. Let me see if I can. It seems like it's only cutting out on my end. Whoops, hold on.
There's too many violent sirens in the chat.
I'll try that. Okay, so what do you want to do?
All right. So how far away am I from him?
Like 10 feet.
Oh, okay. So from here, I'll just take a crack at him with my whip, and since I'm flanking, I'd have advantage, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Which would serve as sneak attack. So I'm going to. First roll was okay. So it was a 12 on the die and then a 13 on the die, plus 6, so that would be a 19.
Hit.
All right. And so it'll be 4 plus 3 for the slashing. So 7 damage slashing, and then 3d6 for my sneak attack. Fuck. 1. The worst possible sneak attack ever. So 7 plus 3, 10 damage total
Okay.
this round.
What was the type of attack? What did you do? What did it look like?
It was my whip, and I just like kind of poked my head around the corner and saw him, and then just kind of just like with a yeah, like whipped him.
Was it a casual?
But
Yeah.
it was not. No, it was not a leisurely yeah.
Okay.
It was a very and then I said, get away from my grill, fuckface.
I think that you leave these 3 long slashes right out of his old white tank top, and you see blood underneath, and he looks at you, but his face is blank because of this skin wrapped over it, and he's gonna go. "Rrrr." But that takes us to Jewel Pod.
Just want to see what. Oh, perfect. Then I am going to cast. I'm gonna cast Chill Touch on him.
He said, "Chill out."
Thank you.
Yep.
I already have it pulled up. Okay, so that is ranged spell attack. So it's a 23 to hit.
Definitely.
Takes 1d8 damage. So he takes 4 damage from that. It can't regain hit points until the end of its next turn. Or until the end of my next turn. And I'm also going to send 2 more of these little meteors right into his feet. And he has to make 2 more dex saves.
What was the damage on that first attack?
4.
That's a 4 save, and then 6.
A 4 and a 6?
Yeah.
Okay. Neither of those save, so he takes 6 damage from the first one and 8 from the second.
He is not looking good. He's looking a little dazed and confused at this point as these meteors.
All right.
you are still doing the meteors, or is that included?
It's a bonus action.
Oh, okay, yeah, you can do that.
Yeah. So the meteors are just like spinning around me, like orbiting around me, and then as a bonus action, I get to send 2 of them out per turn.
Okay. Is that what you did, or are you doing that?
I did that, and then
okay.
he took 14 damage from it from his failed.
Yeah, so that's got him kind of dazed. It's Kyrene's turn.
So I'm gonna run out and punch him again. Let's see, destroying strike. So 14 to hit.
Okay. That's a miss. He's got 16 DC.
Okay. Never mind. Roll again. That's going to be a 10. That's another miss. God damn it. That's all I could do.
Okay. So this thing is going to go into a blind rage, and he's going to take another mallet attack at Jewel Pod for... Son of a bitch. That's a 4. And then he's he's gonna direct his long Chainclaw attack towards Smolk. That's a 7. I swear, this guy can't hit shit. Okay.
He should have been stunned anyway from Kyrene's last turn.
Okay, that's
I
fair.
was gonna say that, yeah.
That takes us to you guys are in this wagon with this one hitchhiker dude is on the side now, and the wagon's pulling up to the
I'm
house.
also on the side, if you recall.
Oh, that's right, you're on the other side. So
the other side.
you're sandwiching this wagon, and it pulls up to this nice little farmhouse, kind of old looking, but not like hundreds of years old. Just and it's got some plant life, some vineyards, and some hops. I think I mentioned before. And the door is open. You probably can't see inside unless you have dark vision.
No, Lauren is a human.
Okay.
Do goblins have dark vision?
I think they do.
That's one thing I didn't really look at.
It's fine. We can say you do. If you can see through this door that as you're pulling up, you can see the figures of. I think you can see Kyrene and Jewelpod, but you can't see the big bad inside.
Okay.
Probably as you pull up, you see one of these things spinning around Jewelpod goes crashing through this doorway at something. You can see that there's something going on.
Well, here we are.
Goblins do have dark vision, by the way.
Cool. I thought they might. The hitchhiker jumps off the wheel well and starts running. He runs really weird. It's awkward. Like he's almost tripping over himself as he tries to go up these steps, and his arms are kind of flailing around, and he goes, "Hey, Paul, we got something going on in here." And the man's going to be getting out of his wagon. Do you guys want to do anything before we jump?
Yeah, I am going to say, sir, you need to sit down and be manacled.
Ain't got no time for that. We got something going on inside, and I gotta make dinner.
I mean, supper. He's going to try and push past you.
What's the difference between dinner and supper?
Dinner's at
Yeah, we need
lunchtime.
to discuss that. What exactly is the difference between dinner and supper?
You eat dinner at noon, you eat supper at evening.
No, dinner, that would be lunch if it was at noon.
Lunch?
Is dinner sort of an in-between? Like if you have something in between lunch and
Who calls it lunch?
supper?
What are you, from the city?
So what if I am?
Well,
Port Authority.
to each their own, long we get to eat. What's going on in there anyway? What's all that ruckus?
And the son's going to be like, "Hey, Paul, they're fighting in here." At this
I'll need
point,
you to get on your knees, sir.
Whoa!
at this point, I think we should finish rolling initiative.
If I knew it was this kind of party, I'd have stuck my dick in the mashed potatoes.
There's still time.
Oh, true. I like the way you think.
There ain't no party like my nana's tea party. Oh.
If you stick your dick in mashed potatoes, would they technically be smashed potatoes?
Oh my god.
So long as things don't get too kinky and turn into lashed potatoes.
Nope. Now I'm just imagining mashed potatoes with eyelashes, and I'm uncomfortable.
Does it have eyeshadow too?
Sure.
Yeah, and the anime blush lines as well.
Chris, better get on that.
Okay, here we go. So Lauren just said his thing, and then I think the kid is gonna be like, "I love a good fight. I'm gonna get Grandpa," and he's gonna charge up the stairs. The paw is going to not get on his knees. He's gonna take a punch at you, but he's kind of old, so I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be very good. Does a 16 hit?
Who?
You should re-roll that.
Ronib. Damn it. 12.
What is that?
Does a 12 hit?
A 12 does not hit me, no.
Yeah, okay, so he takes a swing at you and you easily dodge out of the way, and he kind of falters and staggers trying to keep his balance. And I think
Lauren bends over to tie his shoe like at the exact moment the guy swings.
I think that he's facing backwards now. You're behind him. That jumps us back up to Smolk. What do you want to do?
I'm going to take another swing at him, I guess.
Okay.
And do I still have flanking for advantage?
Yeah.
Thanks. 13 on both rolls plus 6, so 19. And 3 plus 3 slashing for the whip damage. 3, 2, 2, so 7 plus the 6.
Yeah. That's a miss-a-rooney.
A miss? I mean, 19 hit him the first time.
I thought you said 7 plus 6.
That's for the damage.
Oh. Okay. What? All right, here we go. Why don't you describe the death of this monstrosity?
I I whip him and like his the clasp on his overalls falls down, and so his entire overalls fall down to his ankles, and then he goes to take a step and he trips over and then falls face first into the grill, and then the lid of the grill shuts down.
Oh my god.
Oh, that makes me happy. That, however, makes me very sad. Okay, Ronib, you just saw out of nowhere from in this hallway, this giant comes crashing down, and his head hits this grill, and the lid closes on him. And the punk kid has already started making his way upstairs, and the old man has taken a swipe at Lorne but missed completely. What do you want to do? Right.
I guess I'm gonna make my way from the cart to the building.
Okay. Yeah, that's
because I was technically still on the cart.
that's gonna be like 15 feet.
That's fine. I have a 45-foot movement.
Okay.
I believe. Because my light armor mastery gives me a +10 to my speed. So I'm gonna make my way inside the house, and I'm going to
this kid's, by the time he's running so awkwardly, by the time you get there, I think this kid's only halfway up the staircase, probably about 10 feet from you.
I'm gonna hit the kid with an acid flask.
All right. Holy shit. Okay.
So, let's see. I just want to run over and see what that does. Acid. It's 2d6 acid damage on a hit.
That's your hit? 22?
Yeet!
Man. You just pelted this guy with an acid. 9 damage?
Oh, it won't do that?
Hmm?
Oh, okay. It did it.
So 9 damage?
Yep.
Acid damage. Does anybody remember acid damage?
No, I don't.
It just says, you treat it as an improvised weapon on a hit. The target takes 2d6 acid damage.
Okay.
It doesn't say anything
It's not
else.
poison.
Yeah, there's
it's
no
just acid
continuing
damage.
or anything like
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Okay.
It'll tell you specifically if it's acid that lingers or something.
Yeah.
Okay. 7. This just probably disintegrates the entire back of his outfit and burns into his skin. And he turns as he's toppling up these stairs, and he gives you this toothy grin, and he starts going, "Ouch!" And then he tries to continue making his way.
Why do you do this so well?
Brian, who hurt you?
Yeah.
He's gonna start.
Who is still hurting you?
Didn't you read the comic? It's the Brian gang.
Are you sure it's not Tim?
You hear him calling out for his grandpa up top. What do you want to do, Jewel Pod? This thing, behemoth, just toppled into the grill in front of you.
I can still see the kid and the old man, or the dad.
The dad is outside with Lorne. It's probably 35 feet from you.
Okay.
Actually, that might be a 40-footer.
Oh, okay. That is unfortunate.
Yeah, because you have to go out, because you were already in the entryway, so he's going to be a ways.
Well, let's check this real quick. I guess for my bonus action, I'm going to send a meteor at the son and another one at the old man. So they both need to make me a dex save.
You don't need line of sight?
Oh, I can't see them?
So if you're at this door, it would be hard to see the kid, because the stairs kind of, you'd have to go around the corner to go up the stairs.
Oh, okay. I thought he was just like in the middle of the stairs and he was calling out. Okay. Then I'll just send both of them at the old man.
Sure. Are you rolling?
You have to roll dexterity saves.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. It's going to be a 9 and an 8.
Both fail, so you take 16 damage.
Holy shit.
And then, you know what? For my main action, I'll just cast Melf's Minute Meteor again.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna need to make 2 more dex saves.
A 2 and a 12.
Okay, he takes 22 damage from that then.
Oh my god.
And I have 4 more meteors circling around me, and I'm gonna run to the base of the stairs at the very least.
All right. Why don't you describe the death of this old man?
Jeez.
As Lauren just sits there tying his shoe.
So the first meteor like flies. The third meteor, I guess, flies like into the ground at his feet and like explodes him into the air, and the second meteor like hits him square in the chest, and he does a nice cartoon explosion,
All right.
and I'm not even looking at it.
Well, Lauren, this guy just died in front of you. Is there anything you want to do?
Lauren is gonna pick up one of his arms, handcuff it to the wrist, and then handcuff it to his arm.
Oh my god.
And he's gonna pull down his sunglasses and say, "Port Authority always gets their man."
Holy shit. All right. I think we can go out of initiative. And, Kyrene, it would have been your turn, and you just hear, stomping above you as this guy makes his way to the top of the staircase and starts, fumbling around with something. And you guys can start moving around freely.
I'm gonna make a run up the stairs.
Okay. As you get to the top, you see a few bedrooms, and you can't see inside of them unless you get around the corner. But you hear this like scuffling on the wood from in one of these rooms at the far end.
Before I move forward, I'm gonna stealth.
Okay. Are you with her, Jewel Pod, since you were going up the stairs?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh no. It was that and my roll. That's 11 for stealth.
I don't think that's gonna be good enough. I'll roll to find out. Let's see. I'll do a perception. Oh yeah, 19. You're gonna make your way to the rooms, that's what
Yeah.
you're stealthing. Okay. He's staring right at you when you peek your head around the corner, and he's got a wild look in his eye, and he's standing behind. Roll an insight.
Oh my god, are you serious? That's a 4.
He's standing
I'm
behind the corpse of
serious.
there's two corpses in the room sitting in chairs. One's in a rocking chair and one's in kind of like a wooden wheelchair. And he's standing behind the wooden one. It's this looks like an old dead man. And he's just grinning like a fool. And he goes, you gonna go get him, Grandpa. And he's going to start pushing the wheelchair towards you.
Can I close the door?
Yep.
I'm just gonna close the door and back away.
He was pushing him pretty quickly. You hear him crash into the door, and then you hear him trying to maneuver the wheelchair out of the way so he can open it again, because it opens inward.
Jewel Pod, we need to run.
My grandpa gonna get you. You better run.
Okay, maybe we won't run. I kind of
What's
want
wrong,
to.
Kyrene?
Well, do you want to fight a crazy guy with a dead old man, or do you want to go back and get the others?
I stand there for several
I
seconds.
thought we were
like,
all standing in the house.
We're upstairs right now.
Oh.
Oh. I like start
JK.
scratching my chin, and I'm like,
Yeah.
how much meat was on the grandpa?
Okay, forget. God damn it. Can I shout for the others? 'Cause I'm realizing Jewel Pod is a lost cause at this point.
The door swings open, and you see this corpse emerge in this chair, and suddenly the corpse turns its head and looks at you.
Ah, fuck.
And You see a hand reach out from the door, and it puts a hammer in this corpse's hand, and it immediately just falls out on the floor.
Now I'm just confused.
The kid emerges from the room, and he picks it up, and he puts it in the grandpa's hand again, and then it falls out on the floor again, and he goes, "Come on, Grandpa." And the grandpa's just like staring at you blankly.
I pull out one of my light hammers, and I'm like, perhaps you should try one of these?
Don't help him.
You expect me to fight an unfair fight? Come now, Kyrene. I thought better of you than this.
So when the head turned, was it like it turned on its own, or did the kid turn the head?
Nope, it's on its own. This guy is alive.
Okay. Okay, good to know.
I think the kid's gonna take the hammer and try it himself. He's gonna take a swing at you.
Okay.
You're welcome to do a dex save if you want to try and dodge, because you can see it coming.
Yeah.
Nat 20.
Damn.
So 20.
Kyrene?
22.
You both easily dodge out of the swing, and the kid trips over his grandpa's wheelchair and falls on the floor between you in this hallway, and he's prone, and the grandpa's just like watching it all happen.
I start clapping. Excellent, good form, boy, yes! This is what I like to see.
Can I trust you to tie him up? So.
Well, I mean, I suppose I was going to throw him on the grill soon, but I guess we could tie him up.
We're not eating the kid.
I just give you this really blank stare, like,
So, I think that what happens is this kid is prone, and you guys can pin him down. He is a scrawny kid, and there's two of you, and the grandpa is practically paralyzed. And so, I think that you guys can make decisions on how you want to close this adventure off.
I'm gonna cast Chaos Bolt.
Yeah, on who? The kid?
Yes.
Sure. Okay.
Oh my god. Fuck. Well, I got a 7, I guess, since I rolled with advantage. I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Oh my god.
I think that under the circumstances, this is actually kind of a coup de grace situation. So you auto hit.
Okay. Excellent. And I rolled. I just want my Chaos Bolts to start jumping. That's all I want.
I don't even know if D&D has coup de grace, but it seems like a good situation for it.
He explodes up with force damage then, and then I send meteors right into him.
All right. Describe the death of this kid.
So I'm like trying to cast a real spell, and I accidentally cast Force Bolt into the ground, and he just like explodes up into the air, and I'm like, well, better than nothing, and I send 2 meteors like into the like one into the kid and one into the grandpa, and then I'm like, as they explode, I'm like, excellent, bite-sized pieces, and I start like gathering them up to throw on the grill.
You guys are so gross. All right.
So, with Falk,
Small.
he finally gets the
Smolk.
or Smolk, yeah, that's right. Completely different characters. so he like gets the dead guy out of his grill and just like pulls the face off, and it's ruined the whole load of bacon that was in there, and so to make the best of the situation, he just like takes the bacon out and is like going up to all the taxidermied animals and is basically doing like communion with the bacon pieces in their mouths.
What the fuck?
Peace be with you. Peace be with you. Peace be with you.
Oh my god.
As I come down and see this, I like pull the bottle of wine out from my pack, and I start following behind him.
Oh my god.
How do you guys want to spend your night before you call it a night for this camping adventure? You just gonna eat dinner or
Yeah, probably.
go back to the fire?
We have lots of meat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to the fire.
Okay. And hey, if you guys want, you could use this well irrigation to make yourselves a watering hole at this farmhouse. Maybe go swimming the next day.
Yep, totally.
Yeah, and get cabin fever and our skin peels off.
Yep.
And with that, I think we'll call it the end.
Awesome.
Cabin fever, Stockholm syndrome. What's the difference?
Not much.
And I just want you all to know that I'm going to name the title of this
I
episode
just want you to know.
The Sexist Chainclaw Massacre.
God damn it. So bad.